Let us see next question. Consider a 2 years American call option with a strike price of 50 rupees on the stock, the current price of which is also 50. So the exercise price is 50 and the current price is also 50, like that information is given. Assume that there are two time period of 1 year, and in each year the stock price can move up or can move down by equal percentage of 20%. So it may increase by 20%. The risk-free rate of interest is 6%. Using binomial option model, calculate the probability of the price moving up and down. So P value is required to be found. Also draw two-step binomial tree showing the prices and the payoff at each node. Please go through the question, all of you. Let us have understanding of the question. The question is providing the information like this. Spot price of equity share is rupees 50. Exercise price is also rupees 50. The time period of option is given 2 years. Information is given to us that after 1 year, the price may increase by 20%. So it is 50 plus 20%. It may increase to 60. And the price of the security may fall down by 20%. So it is 50 minus 20%. That comes to 40. Whatever is the price at the end of the first year will have further similar change. The price may increase by 20%. So in that case it is 60 into 1.20. That comes to 72. Or it may fall down by 20%. So it is 60 minus 20%. That comes to, I think, 48. Again, 40 rupees plus 20%. That comes to 48. That is over here. 40 plus 20% will be same. And again, 40 minus 20%. That comes to 32. This is the way we will have the market price of the equity share at the end of the 2 years period. Like that information is given. The question says that if at all the rate of interest is 6%, you are required to make the computation of the probability of the price increase, and based on that, you are required to compute the premium. So basically over here we are required to understand the information of the question like this. That the spot price of the equity share is 50. The price of the equity share at the end of the 2 years may increase to 72, may fall down to 48, may fall down to rupees 32. Like that information is given. The question is providing the information that you are required to compute the probability of the price increase and you are required to make the computation of the premium. So here the question says like this. Calculate the probability of the price moving up and down and also draw a two-step binomial tree showing the prices and the payoff at each node. Like that information is given. Now, what does this mean? Let us have understanding of this in detail. Friends, as far as the binomial market is concerned, in that we have always seen that there will be one of the two prices only. So here we are required to split the question. How we are required to split the question? We have to consider this as the first part of the question to be solved. This. in a way that say we are required to make the computation of the value of the option at the end of the first year when the spot price of the equity share is 60. Again, we are required to make the computation of value of the option at the end of the first year when the spot price of the equity share is rupees 40. So here you are required to calculate the value of the option. Here you are required to compute the value of the option. Whatever the value of the option that you compute at the end of the first year, when the price is 16, when the price is 14, that will be further discounted to year 0 in order to make the computation of the premium. This is the way we are required to divide the answer into 3 parts. Listen all of you carefully. What happens that's over here, we are required to make the computation that say what will be the value of the option at the end of the first year when the spot price is 60. What is the value of the option at the end of the first year when the spot price is 40? Like that, say you are required to make the computation of the premium amount as on this date, as on this date. And whatever the premium amount that say you have at the end of the first year will be further discounted to year 0, and in that case you will get the premium to be charged for the option today. This is the way you are required to say break up the working into 3 parts. This is what we are required to do. Everybody stop writing, let me explain you. We understand that so the probability of the price increase is equal to 1 plus RF minus D upon S divided by U minus D upon S. What is the risk-free rate of interest? It is 6%. Minus D upon S is 0.8 because the price may fall down by 20%. The price may increase by 20%. It may fall down by 20%. So what will happen? The numerator will become 0.26 divided by 0.4. So that will give us a probability of the price increase. That comes to 65%. So friends, we understand that the exercise price is 15. So if the price increases to 72, then in that case the payoff value will be 22. If it is 48, then it is 0. Why? Because 48 is less than 15. 32, in that case again it will be 0. Why? Because option will not be exercised. Now there are 65% chances that you will get 22 rupees and there are 35% chances that you will get nothing. So what is the amount to be received at the end of the second year? It is 14.3. It is 14.3. So this is the amount that say you are going to receive at the end of the second year. That is 14.3 at this point of time. That amount that you are going to receive at the end of the second year will be discounted to the first year end. So divided by 1.06. So at this point of time, value of the option is 13.49. It means that if at all at the end of the first year, the price of the security is 16, then in that case, value of the option is 13.49. Over here it is 0, over here it is 0. So the discounted value is 0 itself. Means if at all at the end of the first year, the price is 40, then in that case the option does not have a value. So if at all the price increases, then in that case what would be the value of the option that we have computed? If the price is falling down, then in that case what is the value of the option that we have computed? Now listen carefully. This is given as the American call option. In case of American call option, what happens that say you have a chance to exercise the option at any point of time. So at the end of the first year when the price is 60, you will compare the 60 rupees of the price with the exercise price 50. 60 is more than 50. By how much? By 50 rupees. However, we understand that say the present value of the amount that say we are going to receive is exceeding 10. So we will not exercise the right at this point of time, even though the option is worth exercising. Why? Because waiting further is expected to give something more. What would be the value of the option today? We understand that say there are 65% chances that the price increases to 16, and in that case say you will receive 13.49, and there are 35% chances that say you will not receive anything. Why? Because the price is going to fall down and later on the option is not exercisable. So 65% chances you will get 13.49, so you will get 8.7685. Over here nothing, so 8.7685 divided by 1.06. So we understand that so the premium amount is 8.27. This is the way the premium amount is required to be calculated. This is what we understand. I am giving explanation again. Be careful to understand it. See, the current price of the security is 50. After 1 year, the price may increase to 60 or it may fall down to 40. At the end of the second year, it may increase to 72, it may fall down to 48, it may fall down to 32. The question says that say if at all this is the market price of the share at the end of the second year, then in that case what would be the premium that we will charge for the option today? That is a question. This is what's the answer that we are required to calculate. Now we understand that over here we are required to divide the answer into three parts. We are required to find out so what will be the value of option as on this date, and what would be the value of option as on this date, and whatever the value of the option on these two dates will be discounted to year 0, and with that say we are required to say make the calculation of premium. Now we understand that so the exercise price is 50. So over here the payoff is 22. Over here the payoff is 0. Over here the payoff is 0. It means that say we understand that say if at all at the end of the first year the price is 16, then in that case there are chances that say if at all you wait for 1 more year, then in that case you will get say some amount of the payoff. What are the chances that say the price will increase to 72? There are 65% chances. If the price increases to 72, then in that case you will get 22 rupees, and say there are 65% chances of getting 22. So in that case the expected amount is 14.3. Over here you are not going to get anything. Whatever the amount that say you are going to get at the end of the second year is discounted over here, that is at the end of the first year. Means whatever the chances of exercisation that you have at the end of the second year, based on that say you compute the value of the option at the end of the first year. Now the story does not end over here. You are required to make a comparison of the 16 with 15. We can find that so the 60 is exceeding 15. So in that case you will get an amount of 10. However, waiting further will give you more amount in a way that so the expected amount is 13.49, which is exceeding 10. So we are ignoring this 10 and we consider this 13.49 for our further calculation. Now over here, if the price is 48, 32, the option is not worth exercising. So of course the present value of the 0 will be 0. Again 40 is less than 50. So in that case also 0. So the option does not have value if at all, so the price decreases to 40. Now we understand that so there are 65% chances that the price will increase to 16. Okay, so we understand that so there are 65% chances that you will get 13.49. There are 35% chances that say you will not get anything. Whatever the amount that say you are going to receive at the end of the year is again discounted in present value term, and is a premium say for the option. Let us answer the question. In the write-down, working note number 1, calculation of market price of share after 2 years. Spot price of the security is 50. It may increase to 16 or it may fall down to 48. From 68 further increases to 72, or it may decrease to, sorry, this is 40. This may reduce to 48 and this may reduce to 32. This is given technical name as a tree. So here we understand that say 50 rupees plus 20%. Over here 50 rupees minus 20%. 60 rupees plus 20%. 60 rupees minus 20%. Or we can say that it is 40 rupees plus 20%. 40 rupees minus 20%. That is the way we will have the market price of the equity share at the end of the 2 years. With paragraph write down. Over here, we are required to compute value of option slash value of call option on value of call option after 2 years, comma, after 1 year and today. Full stop. Whatever is value of option slash payoff at the end of year 2 will be discounted at the end of year 1 and it will be compared with value of option slash payoff if option is being exercised at the end of year 1. Full stop. Since it is American option, it can be exercised anytime. Full stop. Higher of those two values will be discounted further to compute call premium. Working note number 1, calculation of probability of price increase. It is 1 plus Rf minus D upon S whole divided by U minus D upon S. So Rf is 1.06 minus D upon S. The price may decrease by 20%. The price may increase by 20%. So 0.26 divided by 0.4, that is 0.65. Next, calculation of call premium. In that, step number 1, calculation of expected payoff and its present value, comma, if after 1 year price increases to rupees 60. Market price of the share, probability, payoff. Now if the price increases to 60, then afterwards the price may increase to 72. That is 60 plus 20%, or it may fall down say to rupees 48. 60 minus 20%. There are 65% chances that the price will increase. So balancing figure 35% chances the price will fall. And the total will be of course 1. What will be the payoff in the first case? In the first case the amount of the payoff is 22. That is 72 minus 50. In the second case the payoff is 0. Why? Because the option is not worth exercising. I assign x variable to it, probability into x, expected payoff and its present value. So here we understand that say there are 65% chances that you will get 22 rupees, that is 14.3. In the second case it is 0. So the expected payoff is 14.3. Next is the premium, or we understand that so the present value of expected payoff. end of year 1. In that case, it is expected payoff divided by 1 plus RF. So it is 14.3 divided by 1.06. So 13.49. That an answer? With paragraph written down. If spot price after 1 year is rupees 16, then in that case you have two alternatives. One is exercise option immediately. Exercise option right now. In that case, what you will get? 60 minus 15, you will get an amount of rupees 10. Or wait for 1 year. So if at all you wait for 1 year, then the amount that say you are going to receive is discounted in present value term, and it is rupees 13.49. You make a comparison of this two and you select this amount. Next, calculation of value of call option, comma, after 1 year if spot price is rupees 40. In the breakdown, in this case, value of option will be 0. Full stop. It is because option is not worth exercising. Right now, comma, at the same time it does not have value. It does not have value even after 1 more year. Full stop. Next, calculation of call premium today. Market price of the share after 1 year will be either 60 or 40. Probability is 65% and 35%. Payoff, in the first case it is 13.49, in the next case it is 0. Probability into payoff, so this expected amount will be discounted in present value term to compute the premium. So here 13.49 into 0.6, that is 8.09. It is 8.09. Sorry, 0.65. So it is 13.49 into 0.65, 8.77. Then it is 8.77. This is expected payoff. Then premium. It is expected payoff divided by 1 plus k. 8.77 divided by 1.06. So 8.27. That is the way the premium amount will be calculated.